Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this session today we are going to see the wait until condition or the wait until method in WebdriverIO. So in our previous session we have seen different kind of wait for commands, right? So if you would have seen into the element, we have seen the wait for clickable, displayed, enabled. So these are the different methods, or even the wait for exist. So these are the methods which we are using for a conditional basis on an individual elements. If we want to check if a particular element is really displayed on the screen or not, we can use the wait for displayed. And also we have seen the use case of reverse in case of wait for exist. What is this? Reverse really does that. So if you see, all these things are depending on a specific condition, right? But think about a situation where you don't have a limited condition, actually, like you can use any of the condition there. So for that, actually WebdriverIO given a method that is waitUntil, which you can utilize to customize any of the conditions, which is not just stuck with a particular condition like all these 4 different methods are there. Okay, so now let's see the syntax for waitUntil. Now you can see this waitUntil method is applicable for at the element level and also at the browser level as well. So browser level, in this sense, it is on the screen. I will be talking about couple of conditions that we can use in terms of browser specific and also the element specific, but the syntax is pretty much same for both of this. It's just that you have to use browser.until or the element.until. Okay, now talking about this condition, for sure there are 2 different the condition itself is a parameter. What condition you really want to make your application or the element to wait, or your script to wait. Now after that, there are 3 different parameters, which is the as usual parameter, the timeout, where you can limit the time of the waiting, timeout message, if it crosses your timeout then it will be giving the particular string, interval is the polling time, which how frequently you want to really check this condition. Okay, fine. So this is about the theory part. If you see, also they have very clearly mentioned the same thing which I just spoke about. Okay, fine. Now if you see an example, they have given a particular example here. Think about a situation where you have an element, but this element you want to wait till another particular string is appearing into that. Let's say that it was actually at this moment to submit, but after some time it is changing to next for that particular button text. So that also we can wait it. So you can just say await element, that particular element, dot wait until inside this you need to write a function, and this function should give you the context which will return the true or false. And here you can see this dot get text. What is this? So this is nothing but this particular element, this dot get text, to change a different string. So until this particular text, I mean this particular element's get text is not this one, till that time you wait, because this will return me false until this particular element's text is not equal to this one, this particular string. So when it is false, right, when this particular method is false, it will be keep on polling actually till the 5 seconds is over. Once the condition is satisfied within this time, it will come out of this wait until condition. It will go to the next line of code. Okay, so now to implement this, let's first get into the Visual Studio Code and write a sample template or sample test case for this. So for this, let me visit to here, and here wait for command we have already seen. I will just copy this one and I will paste it, and I will rename and change the necessary stuff here. Okay, so this particular application I will be going to take this one, and if you go to this, now here if you see there is a particular button here, try me, and the information it is saying that click on this button to display a button, another button which is appearing after 5 seconds with the text. Let me show you that. So I'm clicking on this and wait for 5 seconds. and you can see that this text got appeared. Now this particular element normally comes after some time actually, like if you see this particular h2 id delay, so this comes after 5 seconds. Now what I'm going to do, instead of waiting for this particular element, right, wait for exist, which we have seen in our previous session, what I'm going to do, I won't be checking for this particular element to exist. Rather I will check that this particular element's text should be something. Okay, it shouldn't be null actually, because if this element is not identified and I'm doing a get text, it will return me null, right? So that is what I'm going to check. So till this particular element's get text is something, you need to wait for that. Once it is appearing, you go to the next line of code, maybe verify if the text appeared properly or not. Okay, let's first try to identify this particular try me button, and if you see, this is commit 1. So I will go here and I will say commit 1. Okay, fine. Now I'm clicking this. As soon as I click, what I need to do, I need to wait for what? Wait for that particular element, right? That particular element's text actually. So what am I going to do here? I'll create a variable, let element equal to await $, and I will be identifying this particular element, and that is, I think, delay, right? If you go to this, now if you see that this is the id is delay, so id is delay. Now I'm just keeping it here. See, until when you are assigning this, right, at this moment it won't verify whether the element is present on the DOM or not. Okay, it will be identified when you are acting anything on this particular element. Now what am I going to do here? Await element. I know that at this moment it is not visible, so for this I need to wait actually. So wait till what? Wait until a condition. What is that condition? Here I will be specifying like this. Okay, and then here I will be getting inside this, and inside this I will be telling return statement I need to make, because this particular method should return me true or false. So here I'll say return await this dot get text. Okay, this dot get text, this means what? This means this particular element. Okay, so that element's dot get text should what? Actually get text should not be null actually, so that is what, should not be blank actually, so that is what I am going to check here. Okay, you can see this dot get text should not, I'm not worrying what text it is appearing, but there has to be some text. It means that this element should be exist, and also there should be some text should be present on that particular element. That is what I'm going to check. See, checking for an text, there is no specific methods. Existence is, there is a method is there, wait for exist, so that is what I'm going to utilize. Fine, so I'm closing this, and now after this what am I going to do? I need to give certain parameters here. What are those parameters? The first parameter is that timeout, because I need to specify some timeout, right? Let's say that I'm not giving this timeout, because this timeout, as usual, as we have discussed, this timeout is here 10 seconds. But let's say that I know that this should appear, this will be appearing in, let's say, 6 seconds. I know this one, so that's why I'm putting here. And now I will be giving, in case if there is a timeout is happening and the element is not coming, I'll say that text didn't appear for delay element. Okay, some method, some message I'm keeping here, and here I should be giving this one. Fine, I need to verify the text, right? Which text? This element actually. So here can I say like this directly, element dot get text to contain does not appear. Why? So this closes this. So here another one, I'm keeping it. Actually it is not required. Await el dot get text and to contain. And what is the message? After 5 seconds. So I'm just keeping it after 5 seconds only. Okay, so like this it has to come. For an instance, so yeah, let's first run it and then I will show you. Okay, fine. Now I will just keep this particular method into the WDIO. Okay, now let's run this particular test. npm run WDIO. Okay, so the text appeared after waiting specific time, and you can see the expect statement also worked fine. But let's say that I'm not going to keep this particular thing here. I'm all commenting this, wait for this one. What am I going to do? I will be identifying that element and I'm getting this get text. Let's see what happens in this scenario. Okay, so as you can see, surprisingly, even in this case also this got passed and there is no issue with this particular element here to getting that message actually. So the concept behind this is that this wait for seconds are there, right? I mean, if you go to this wait for timeout, and this is what surprisingly I got it. I'm really confused about the internals, but what I was thinking that this wait for timeout, whatever the time we are giving, it is specific to the wait for conditions only. Like wait for conditions in the sense, if you see here into the documentation, clickable, displayed, enabled, exist, wait until. So only for this particular things, and at this moment I'm not even checking for wait for exist, right? If you see that for this particular element, I'm not doing a element dot wait for exist. If I would have called this particular wait for exist, then I would think that okay, the WDIO, whatever this 10 seconds is there, that is applicable. But what I have observed is that this wait for timeout is for the wait for commands, and also it is checking for individual elements existence also. It's kind of the implicit wait also. So what is happening when I'm calling this, right, element dot get text, for sure as soon as I clicked, when I'm going to this expect statement element dot get text, it is throwing null actually. Okay, but what is doing this element to appear onto the DOM, it is waiting for 10 seconds actually. So this wait for timeout even works for identifying the elements as well. To prove that, initially I was thinking I'm wrong actually. Like I was thinking, okay, they have only specified for wait for, but I will prove you that. Now think about this, I'm making it as 4 seconds, means for any wait for elements or wait for commands, we should only wait for 4 seconds. But this element to appear on the screen, it takes 5 seconds. Means if this wait for timeout is not applicable for this, then whatever time I'm specifying, it should not impact my test case. When it was 10 seconds, my test case worked fine. Now I'm making it as 4 seconds and let's rerun the same test, and I believe it should fail the test. And you can see that can't call the get text element for the delay because it isn't found actually. So that's where actually I got it confirmed myself that this wait for timeout is not only for for the wait for methods, but it is even used to identify the locators as well. In this sense, if at that moment it is not present on your screen, it waits for this much amount of time. Probably this get text, whatever actions we are doing, right, inside this there might be a logic that this element dot exist should come. When I get inside this, I really didn't get it. Maybe we need to have more dig down. But when I tried this permutation combination to change certain this time, I got to know that even this is applicable for the existence of an element as well. Even though you're not writing element dot wait for exist, it works actually indirectly. So that is one thing I wanted to let you know, guys. Okay, fine. So this is one of the condition where I'm specifying that if now it is 10 seconds, right? So think about a situation where it is taking more than 10 seconds. So explicitly on any of the element you can have your own timing. You can say that wait for 12 seconds here, which is overriding your common or the global timeout. Fine. So that is how you can wait for a particular text to appear on your screen. Okay, so here I will say wait until a text appears. Okay, so this is one of the test. Now I'm going to make it as commented out, and I will create another condition. Let's see what else conditions I can have actually. So I'm keeping another it block, and so another is that think about, you are saying that like if I show you here, you have in this particular screen, think about you are going into this particular sign up screen. Okay, it's a registration form, and here you want to specify that certain elements to appear on this screen. Okay, let's say that you want to act on these 3 different text boxes, but when you are navigating from this home screen to this particular screen, you need to wait till specific elements are present on your screen. For an instance, if you see there are 3 text boxes are there, maybe I will write a condition. When I'm clicking on this particular link, I need to wait till 3 elements, 3 text boxes appear on my screen. Let's say these 2 appeared, but this one to appear it is taking some time. So at that moment I can even wait for specific conditions also. Let me show you that. So for this I will be going to the home page here, and I'm waiting for some time, and I will be clicking on this particular button or link. Actually you see that it is sign up form. So to click on a link, what we need to do, so we need to go here, and I will say equal to, and I will say in single quote, I think single quote is also not required. I can just do like this. So after going to the home page, I'm clicking on the sign up form link, and here I want to wait till that many elements are present. So wait until number of elements appear. Okay, so here I will say element dot wait until. So in this case, see, it is very peculiar. As I told, this particular wait until is not exposed for just the elements only, even at the browser level also it is exposed. So now I will say browser dot, because see, I'm not waiting for a specific element, rather I'm waiting for couple of elements. So I will say wait browser dot wait until. Till what time actually? So I will say await. Here I will say await, and I will say $, and I will say the text boxes. What are these text boxes? If you go here, these are nothing but, if you go to this inspect, you see that input with type text actually. So that is what I'm going to give here. So I'll say input whose type equal to text. So all the text boxes should appear. Means what am I saying here? If it is equal to 3, let's say that I'm getting this number of elements, and I'm saying that this is greater than, even I can say that it is greater than 3. I'm sorry, I need to go like this. So dot, I will say length. Okay, so I'm saying that number of text boxes, if the length is coming more than 3, it means that the 3 text boxes which I wanted, those things are appearing. Until these 3 text boxes are not present, this condition will be false, and it will be keep on polling actually there. And here if it is timing out after 10 seconds also, then I will be specifying that text box count not, or maybe I will say text boxes didn't appear on screen. Some name I'm giving actually here. And after this, here what I'm going to do, I'll expect the same statement actually here. So I'll say this length, and I'm just removing all these things, and here I'm saying that this length dot to I will say to be greater than 3. I'm specifying like this. Let's see if this works fine or not. So I'll go to this, and I will run this test. Okay, and you can see that it happened very fast. If I can give a, like here, if you see, I'll just keep a browser dot pause so that you can see that 3 seconds, sorry, 3000 milliseconds. Okay, so the thing is that I didn't keep it await, and you can see it is waiting for some time, and the expect statement should work fine. Once skipped, the above one got skipped and this got executed. So like this, browser specific conditions also you can use it. There is another way also. There are a lot of different examples you can try it. Let me show you one last example. Think about you are clicking on this link, even let me go to this particular page, and you are clicking on this submit button. You see that there is a registration done, one pop-up is coming. We have discussed this in our the alert session actually, when we were learning about how to handle the alerts. Let's say you are clicking on this submit button, but after some time your alert is appearing. How do you know that when exactly the alert is coming? So you might need to put a condition, right? So we have already seen, let me quickly showcase that. If you see here, we are giving a condition. Let me, for time being, I'm just removing this condition. You see that await browser dot wait until what, and this is also a browser specific wait condition. You see here, await browser dot get alert text. Get alert text, normally what it does, any alert that is appearing on your screen, right, it will fetch that particular text. This is a WDIO, what you call, method. Maybe it is appearing after 5 seconds, but immediately when you call this particular line, right, it will be returning false. Then it will be keep on polling till your browser appears, the alert appears, and the text is not becoming null. Once the alert is appearing and there is some text, it will come out of this loop. So this is one more use case of wait until. Now another thing that I want to really give, it's a very simple one. You can give it a try on yourself. Like I'll just keep that here, wait until. Think about a situation where the same condition only I'm taking here, but in this case wait until title changes. Let's say it's a very simple use case actually. Now the same situation, you are on the home page, you are clicking on the sign up page. Now your job is to find a condition. Like if you see this one, like if I'm going to here, you see the title is QAB box demo, but when you are clicking on this particular button, it goes to registration form. So it means that you need to wait when title changes to, what was that, registration form. So now your job is to find the current condition actually, like the current title. If the title is equal to this particular, or if the title browser dot inside this, you need to mention return await browser dot get title dot contains registration form, then you go to the next line of code. Maybe here you can do this one actually. So here I will just write await. I can write it, but this condition you write your own actually. Here I'm just keeping it as blank. You have to write that condition, and maybe I will just keep it here. Okay, so like that actually you can use the wait until conditions for different types of waiting mechanism that you need on the browser or on the web element. Okay, so that's pretty much it about the wait until condition, and this leads to all kind of waiting mechanism we have seen, like wait until, wait for commands, and also the those page load timeouts as well, like all these different types. Okay, so try out different combinations, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me. So do subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't. We will be seeing some more interesting topics on the WebdriverIO. Thank you for watching.